Storybox Audio.
All right, all right, all right, all right. That end zone, that end zone. Welcome, 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 everyone. Welcome to the end zone. We're back for another show, ready live and ready to give it to you. All right, so today we have in studio with us today the regular crew, the welcome crew, the live crew. We got today with us Jamil, uh, we got Reggie, and we got EJ in the house today. Welcome, fellas. Welcome.
What's up, fellas? What's going on, people?
Up, what up?
You guys ready for another great show today? We got a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about.
Yeah, let's get it on.
All right, all right. So with that being said, let's just get right into it. I think today we're gonna start off talking about the women's side. Um, Going into that women's final four, uh, and the outcome. Looking at the championship game with South Carolina and Iowa, what do you guys think about how the women are doing with their Final Four, with that particular series and how it looked and where's things going now? Let's start with you, Reggie.
Well, I think it's doing great. I mean, everybody watching Caitlin Clark. I mean, she's doing her thing, but hey, all good things must come to an end.
Yeah,
But it's ticking.
yeah.
I don't know. She might get past UConn, but she ain't get kept past South Carolina. I don't care how many threes she shoot. The big girl, they gonna dominate South Carolina, and they beat South Carolina last year. So hey, she ain't the only one getting revenge. She got revenge on LSU. South Carolina waiting in the cuts. Ain't nobody talking about it. Ain't nobody saying nothing. They were saying Caitlin Clark, Reese. Hey, South Carolina just sitting back quiet. And I think when you if and when whoever meet them in that championship game, they gonna make them feel the pain. They ain't gonna hold nothing back. They ain't gonna hold nothing back. After the game, okay, you're gonna make a statement. That's all I got to say.
Okay. Okay. I like that. I like that revenge because, a lot of people are not talking about South Carolina. And the funny thing is, South Carolina been number one in the nation just about all season long. And you hear more about Caitlin Clark, you hear more about UConn women, you hear more about a lot of things that the underdog, I guess they could take that. What are your thoughts, Jamil? How you feel about the Caitlin Clark issue and Angel Reese? I mean, I think that there was a big thing about their points and their stats. What do you think about that game and what do you think about what's going on with the women's side?
Yeah, I think it's awesome. I think it's it's time overdue. The women have been putting in works, since back Cheryl Miller. That's one of the first females players I recall seeing, and I think it's time, man. In regards to the controversy, with people pitting Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, against each other. Um, definitely think there's some racial undertones and definitely going on there with that. And I believe the media is playing onto it. But what it's doing though, it's growing their game. It's bringing more eyes to the women basketball. The product, it's always been excellent. So I'm hoping with the continue more eyes, more sponsorships, that women basketball can continue to grow. These women that are playing right now, they continue to inspire young athletes coming up, and the game continues to produce even greater product of players that can do great things on the court and off the court. Because one of the cool things I do love about the women athlete is how social conscious they are, and with bringing things to the forefront of injustices and like that. The women have done a great job. Since since I would say since the pandemic, women have been in the women athletes. They have been in the doing a great job of bringing different concerns, society concerns to the forefront. So I'm hoping the women game continues to grow and continue to get bigger and more sponsorships and more money poured into their game, so that it continue to grow. And because the product is good, the women are doing a great job of playing the game of basketball the right way, and so hopefully, like I said, hopefully it continues to grow.
I totally agree with you, and I think, like you said, little girls being able to watch someone just like them play a sport that has, you know, for many years always just been dominated by the males, and so I think it's a really good thing. While I got you, Jamel, do you think that everybody talking about Clark, do you think that it's an overrated thing, or do you think they're putting too much on it? You know, like Reggie said, they're not even mentioning South Carolina at all. Matter of fact, I haven't been hearing that name other than when they have a game. But the hype is not for them to come out and win. You hear more about Clark's success. So, do you think that that's a little bit much? It's a little bit overrated, or do you? What are your thoughts on
No,
what's going on with her?
I think it's warranted the attention she's getting, because she's nice, like, and the way she's playing the game. Um, you haven't seen many women play the game that way, and in particular, I'm talking about her range. I've seen women that can pass like her, things like, but her range is different, and so yeah, I think it's warranted the attention she's getting. And I hope that she continues to grow the game.
Okay, okay. EP, what are your thoughts about the women's Final Four? Caitlin Clark, the whole, uh, just the whole mixture of where we going with women's sports. But right now, basically looking at this playoff picture for the women in college sports. How's that looking for you?
First of all, like I said, that's the most I've been tuning in this and last year, obviously. But as I like to say, I told y'all so. I told y'all so. We talked about last week. I said, oh, I was finna beat LSU before we even saw the matchup coming. I said I know I don't know if I was gonna win it all, but they finna beat LSU. With that being said, they ran them, and I'm more impressed with Caitlin Clark with how she was able to distribute the ball. She knew when to give the ball up, not only when to take over. She did take a lot of shots, but she wasn't forcing it, and she was able to get the ball up and make big plays, assisting the ball as well. So I've always thought Caitlin Clark was a better player, and no, this ain't overhyped. And I hate this being like a race thing, because it's not that. Can we just watch basketball and let it be that? It's not a race thing. But I feel like Caitlin Clark is obviously the better player and the best player that we've seen in a while. We saw Skylar Diggins, we saw Maya Moore, but they weren't doing this. We gotta be honest. Like, I've never seen nobody with the range that she has. Like, this is different, and it's gonna bring eyes to the WNBA, because we ain't never seen nothing like that. We gotta take these generational talents and cherish them, because I feel like she's gonna be doing a lot better than a lot of these players, like a lot of these women players will be doing or have done.
Okay, a couple of good points that you brought out. One that, and I think everybody on the panel agrees that it's good for women's sports. But something you just made the mention, EP, and I'm going to go off of when we, I don't want to say hype up a player, but when we have an exceptional player doing exceptionally well throughout the season, we've had some players that come into the league, whether it be WNBA or NBA, and go beyond their expectations, and then we have some that are just a bust,
Mhm.
that get in the league and maybe 1 year don't pan out. It could be injury, whatever it may be. They don't do as well as they did with the expectations coming into the league. So, do you think that Caitlin Clark is going to be who she says she is in college, the same way when she gets to the WNBA?
Absolutely. Absolutely. and probably a little bit more. Because like, who gonna have more of a problem? Is not like, and Angela Reese, she's a great player. Angela Reese is a great player. Who's gonna have more of a problem is her, because there's gonna be more people doing what she's doing. Because right now she gets boards. She's gonna have more problem because there's gonna be bigger, and everybody's about her size. Caitlin Clark is shooting to the point where she can credit space and make her own shot, which no Shonda Andrews, but she can't do that. It's a lot different. We ain't seen that from nobody. Like nobody's gonna be able to guard her on the perimeter. Like so that's the difference.
Okay.
I will say with Angel Reese, I'm gonna give her a pass this year. I didn't realize she was playing hurt. It was word came out today that she was playing hurt pretty much all year, and like I noticed a difference in her game from last year.
Well, Jamal, she's bigger than everybody else out there.
No, she's not.
She's bigger and talented. She's bigger and talented than everybody else out there, so she can play 75%. Wow. And to be honest, I think the girl Morrow is playing a little bit better than her.
You mind that? He asked you a question. He asked the question: was Caitlin Clark gonna do what she did in the NBA? Then you brought up Angel Reese.
Yes, I said absolutely. It was in the conversation. I said yes. I said yes. It was in. I said absolutely, and I said
why you comparing her to Angel Reese? They two different players. They two different positions. You can't compare.
That's what it's going with. Because we always do.
No. He asked you. You start comparing like the other people. He asked you a question.
I was just an example.
No.
An example. Can I ask? Let me ask a question. Compared to what's she gonna do in the WNBA?
She's gonna be a decent player. Me and Jamal said she's gonna be a decent player.
Yeah,
she's gonna be a decent player. But don't get it twisted. Like Caitlin Clark is going to walk in there and destroy the WNBA, because it don't work like that, guy. The WNBA, what she's playing at now, I mean, in college, it's a different speed.
I don't know. Don't lose me now.
Reggie went off.
He was too hot.
He was too
hot. There we go. We got him back. Reggie, I was coming to you next.
Because he put on that end on Angel Reese like, hey, she ain't nobody.
I'm gonna some feathers with that one, man.
Angel Reese got a ring. Since you so confident in Caitlin Clark, is she gonna win a championship this year?
I just said she a one-woman show. That's all I said. And I said she was gonna get her revenge. That's what I stepped at.
Yes or no?
South Carolina is bad.
Yes or no?
Bad girls. I can't promise that.
Your money on?
I can't promise that. I can't promise that. I got my money on South Carolina. I said that last show. I got money on South. I've been said that last show, but I did say I told you Iowa was gonna get LSU back.
You said that. You saying Caitlin Clark gonna be. So what you saying is Caitlin Clark gonna be the MVP of the WNBA next year?
I give it 2-3 years. Hey, if you want to go there,
give a question. Did you think she gonna do it?
No, all right. So if you want to be precise, all right, she's gonna have a good year in the first year in WNBA, averaging at least 18 to 20.
Yeah, because she's going to
Okay then.
She's gonna shoot everything. She gonna hey, they're gonna dust her off in the WNBA. Believe me, them girls waiting on her. Believe me,
that's what you're
it's you.
So
there's nobody there for her right now.
So you really so Reggie, you really don't believe the hype that Clark is gonna get to the NBA.
She's good. I'm just telling you, they have more athletes. When she's playing against people, think about it. That girl that was checking her was 5'7". Okay, when she gets in the WNBA, she's gonna have more players compatible to her, more athletes. They're not finna go. Yeah, she's gonna score sometime. She's not gonna be able to run around that court and do what she wants.
So Steph, they say same thing about Steph Curry.
She's not gonna be able to do it. She's gonna average 18 to 20 points. So, because she's on a team at a lower level.
Reggie, right now she's fully ball handling. She's handling the ball. Her first couple of years, is gonna be probably catch and shoot and running off the picks and stuff like that, which is what we see. And she can hit them shots that all them girls, other girls can't from all types of distance. She won't be as ball dominant.
What?
That's going back a bit. That's she gonna catch her rhythm. She will eventually catch her rhythm. It's gonna be the same thing.
Okay. I played at the college level and I played at the pro level. So I'm just telling you, back when you get to a different level, every time it speeds up. She's not physical and doable. That the WNBA is physical and doable. Women are physical and doable. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm trying to say. So they're gonna rough her up. She's gonna get frustrated. The stuff she gets away, she can do now. She speeds ahead of a lot of girls that's checking her. She's not gonna be speeds ahead of those females. She's gonna get 18, 20 some points. She might get some 30-point game, but I'm telling you, it's gonna look different. It's gonna look.
I think her handle is good enough to transition to the WNBA.
Yeah. I ain't saying y'all not listening to what I'm saying.
No, I'm just saying that the handle is going to play an impact in case if someone tries to. Go ahead. I'm just saying in case someone tries to push up on her.
NBA that y'all think she is.
I mean, she's not going to put up 40. I agree with you on that, but she's going to make an impact in multiple ways.
Is she not the best player to come out? Is she not the best player to come out in the whole NCAA right now? Yes or no?
That's a good question.
Is
she the best player coming out of the draft for the WNBA?
If not her, then who?
Be number one pick, but
if not her, then who?
I can't.
Juju. We just saw her go. Man, not saying that UConn is a good team.
I don't know. Is she Juju eligible though?
No. I'm just saying best period. Best period in the NCAA. Nah, she got to stay. But I'm just saying period.
Well, I would say Juju's going to be a better player by the time she's done with her college career.
For
sure. Only thing I think Caitlin has over her right now is that Caitlin is more efficient. But Juju game is nice. She reminds me of Taurasi. and probably maybe even a little smoother. By the time she's done. Her game looks like Taurasi to me. Maya Moore, where it's just smooth. Caitlin, I was trying to make the point about her handles that Reggie's saying that players are stronger in the WA, which I totally agree. But if I got handles, even when you're trying to press up against me, if I can handle the ball and get around you, I'm gonna make things difficult on your defense. And we've noticed during this Final Four, during this Elite Eight, this tournament run, she can pass. And let's not forget one other thing. She has stepped up to the plate this tournament run. She has stepped up. You want to talk about pressure on a player? Caitlin Clark has pressure all year on her. There's any other player to make it back to the Final Four and to do damage in this tournament. And she's done it. And she's done it. And that says a lot about the player to me.
And go through the person that beat you last year for the ring.
Well, you guys Jamil, you made some really good points, but I'm focusing on something that you were talking about. You kind of brought up Juju. You kind of brought up some other players. Caitlin Clark is not Maya Moore. She's not a better player. Caitlin Clark is not a player than all those players that you just named. She can shoot better. And I think that's what we get away with, how we glamorize some of these players. And I didn't discredit Caitlin Clark as a good player. But what I did say is she's not as good as some of the girls that may have been beaten in this tournament. I think that we get away from Caitlin Clark's great shooting, and that doesn't make her a great player. Like Reggie said, coming into the league, her game is not like Juju's. If we use Juju, where she could post up and do some of the things that she needs to do when she's not passing. We had someone come in and looks like Corey, but I couldn't see the whole message.
Yeah, can we put that comment back up?
Would you say her development would be comparable to Wemby?
No.
What was that?
No.
Who they compare it to?
Caitlin Clark and Wemby.
She's more developed coming into the league than Wemby's coming to the NBA.
Yeah, but it's like Caitlin be way more kind of developed. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
When
So
Wemby's going to develop in the league, you know, what more?
give me y'all before we move on to the men's side. One word. Give me your thoughts on who winning the championship for the women. Who you got, Reggie?
I came on to tell you. South Carolina Gamecocks. That's who I got.
All the way.
Make a statement at the end. Don Staley gonna make a statement. Say everybody went, it counted us out. She
Yep.
gonna make a statement.
Who you got, EP?
He want me to say Iowa, but obviously South Carolina. I've been saying South Carolina, but that's the obvious thing. We will see a good game. Hopefully, we'll see. I think I will get over UConn. Hopefully, I think that's what we will see next year. So I'll play UConn. Hopefully, I feel like I'll pull that out. Hopefully, we can see Iowa and South Carolina. But South Carolina will pull that out. I got to be honest.
Okay. What you looking at, Jamil?
I think this is the year of Caitlin. I think Caitlin's going to finish the mission. I think she's going to finish the mission. I agree with you guys. South Carolina's going to be tough. But I think this is the year Caitlin finished the mission. It's just going to continue to grow the game through the summer. She's going to win the chip, continue to grow the game through the summer for the W. Yeah, Caitlin.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go with South Carolina. Something we talked about a couple of shows back, and we talked about team. And I gotta say, fellas, sometimes I get away from where we're focusing on one player to win this all fours. Hey, what's going on, Smitty? Smith in the building. What's going on? Where we focus too much that the player is going to win the game for us and not the team. And like Reggie said, Don Stanley, you know how to coach those girls down there. She going and if they put two players to shut down Kate Clark, let's just say they put two players on her to shut down, then what is Iowa got? We don't hear anything about anybody else on the team but her. So I wouldn't put.
I hear you. She's the main focal point. They got a couple other shooters on that team. That if you put too many eyes on her and follow her too much, and South Carolina have the athletes to follow her and make things tough on her. I think we're going to get a good preview of what she's going to be in the WNBA because South Carolina have the athletes that you're talking about, Reggie. But
LSU had the athletes too. They bought that what the Iowa did pretty well. Now LSU had the athletes because they were getting every board.
Not like South Carolina. Not like South Carolina.
Athlete on her. The best athlete was Johnson. They didn't put Johnson on it. They put the girl Pokey and they put the little Caucasian point guard on her.
Yeah,
the best athlete, if I was Kim Mulkey, and I got all due respect, she won 4 championships. I would have put Johnson on her.
But they were double teaming her too. But that's how she got them 9 assists.
Johnson on her. Bottom line up front. Like Jamel said, the best athlete. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, Dawn Staley's gonna put her athlete on her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna see a different game. We're gonna see a different game.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
You're gonna see a different game.
Since let's stay with the game. Since we're still talking about
40.
That's a heavy put up 40 is done. Yep.
But with the Bulls,
40.
If she ain't got 61.
Yeah, Caitlin, we're gonna read another one. Caitlin put up 40 in a losing effort. I can't see them getting past South Carolina, man. I just can't.
They might not get past UConn.
I can't see it.
Paige Becker is a bad girl now.
Yeah, she's nice too.
Yes.
Yeah, very nice.
2 knee surgeries. She won the Player of the Year as a freshman.
Yeah.
Caitlin, nice.
All right. Let's move on. Let's move on to the men's. That tournament is surprising all the time. I will say I did get a chance to watch a little bit of that NC State game, and they look pretty good. I don't know what they're going to do against Purdue, same as Alabama and UConn. You know, a lot of us predicted UConn to be in the position that they're in, but I didn't see Purdue, NC State, and Alabama getting where they are. So start with UEP. Talk to me about the men's Final Four. What do you see, and who do you see coming out uh, headed to the championship game and possibly winning it all?
I'm at a loss right now. Houston took a tough L. I am at a loss.
Texas, everything.
That's what I say. Exactly. So as of right now, it's really up in the air. Like you said, as far as UConn out as well. I'm out. I have no idea.
Okay. You got to out of the four that I named, who do you think will pull it off?
Give it to me again.
Pull the whole thing. You got NC State playing Purdue, and then you got Alabama playing UConn. Out of all four schools, though, who you think can win the whole thing?
Alabama, UConn gonna be tough. Whoever wins that's coming out of whoever come out of that is winning. I'll say UConn.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's not gonna be Bama tough too. I think that's gonna be the better game.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Talk to me, Reggie. Talk to me about the matchups and who you like and who you see coming out of the coming to the championship game and then winning it all.
UConn, and they're gonna blow Alabama out.
You
know, talking about no Bama got man.
Bama got something.
Football.
They better than you think. Hey, I've got a chance to watch them a couple games, and they didn't surprise me.
They shooting it, but hey, UConn gonna shut all that down. UConn gonna shut all that down. And my heart, I like NC State, but I like the big boy, the DJ boys, but I think the big kid.
I like him too.
I think he's gonna be too much for them. I think it's gonna be too much for them. I would like to see NC State do it, but I think it's gonna be UConn and Purdue and big thing. And I really think UConn's gonna repeat. They're gonna go back to back. I just see it. They pretty deep. And the defense, that one thing about it, they just not offensive. They defensive, they locked in, their coach got them locked in. And hey man, they feel it. They smell it. I think they're going back to back, man.
But I could tell you kind of know that they're gonna have a game ahead of them if they go up against Purdue. I could see exactly where you're going with that. NC Purdue game is going to be okay, but Purdue would probably give UConn a better game. I would say. I think that they would put up something for them only because of the big man. Really, is just unholdable right now. So. I think that'll be a game that most people are looking for, but I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if NC State pulled it out against Purdue, because they got where they are with some heart. So we'd have to see. Jamel, your thoughts? Who you see?
Yeah, no, I agree with you guys, man. I got UConn winning it back to back. I got Purdue. They'll face Purdue. UConn, their guard play, they slashes, it's going to be too much. It's going to be too much to handle. They slash, they dish. To defense, it didn't make things tough on them, but they got guys that can finish around the bucket, and so they'll handle. It'll be a good game against Purdue, but they'll get them.
Okay. All right, great. So let's still stay in the basketball, but let's go on to the men side of it. And I think the last show we had, I believe my Lakers was playing the Bucks that night and turned around and looked like we pulled that win off.
We thought they was gonna lose.
Well, one of us thought. I think just you.
No, it
I
was, it
I
was,
I
it was
I don't think I don't remember thinking I thought we was gonna lose. I'm always going in thinking we gonna do something. So I'll stand corrected. I didn't think we were going in. Just like I made mention, it's so funny towards the end of the season how some of these teams start to play. Lakers are playing well right now, but the Warriors, uh, I don't know. You know, some people really are thinking they're going to get out of that 10th spot. Um, it's hard to say. So let's start. Let's go back to you, Jamel, and give me your thoughts on what the Lakers did in that overtime win. But what do you think our chances are still looking like?
no. I think you guys may catch. Is it Sacramento in that eighth spot?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys may get that eighth spot.
No,
I
right
think the
now, no, right now, Phoenix is sitting in the eighth spot, I
eighth.
believe.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, my bad. So I believe you guys will catch whoever's in that eighth. Um, you guys, the Lakers are playing better. In regards to the Warriors, they'll still be one of the 9 or the 10th. They're more likely to be the 10th. Um, they got a couple tough games coming up, pretty much everybody has some tough games coming up. So, but it's going to be interesting because the Warriors along with your Lakers, and we've kind of touched on it last week that they're just a couple of teams you just don't want to see. And so, even though they're in the play-in, or the Warriors, I got the Warriors being in the play-in, and the Lakers may be in the play-in. It's gonna, even if those two teams play each other, like that's a pick 'em game to me, man. They do play. I do have the Lakers beating the Warriors in that 9-10. Davis' size to me is the factor. Is what's going to put them over Curry. And another thing, Curry doesn't usually play, for some reason. He doesn't play well against LeBron teams. Oh, I don't say LeBron teams, but the Lakers. Whenever they playing in crypto, he doesn't play that well. So I'll see the Lakers definitely getting in and one of the 8 spots for sure. The Warriors, I don't see them getting in.
Okay, interesting. And we're gonna circle back on the Warriors.
Okay.
Talk to me, EP, about D'Lo. Do you think D'Angelo Russell is the truth right now, or is this just a phase that we going through with him catching fire and putting up some good numbers for us? How do you feel D'Angelo's role is right now with the Lakers?
The truth is pushing it, but absolutely he's playing very well. I actually think him bringing the ball up a lot more than LeBron doing. Like when LeBron, I feel like LeBron kind of gets, not obviously he's good, but I feel like he kind of gets in the way of these players growing sometimes. Let D'Lo bring the ball up, let him control the offense, and you do whatever else is needed. You don't have to have the ball in your hands, bringing it up and overworking yourself. I feel like D'Lo actually, like I said, he's doing good, bringing the ball up, and give him a little more trust and let him get going.
Okay.
Absolutely. So I am saying, yes, he's playing well. Keep it going.
Okay, cool. Reggie, why do you think the Lakers seem to play better without LeBron? What like when we got a healthy AD and you see what D'Angelo is doing? Why do you think we get a little on a roll sometimes when LeBron is not there?
It's kind of what like EP said, man. The guys they looking, you a legend, and they looking for you, and they don't want to make that mistake. They play freely. They play more freely when I watch. You know what I'm saying? If they take a bad shot, hey, they move back on. But you gotta look at. Sometimes I've seen where they take a shot and LeBron to look at somebody, they miss a pass. You know what I'm saying? That's just human nature. And when he doesn't play, they don't feel that pressure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think I'm more lax with that. I think I'm
That's
more.
and that's a lot of pressure. I mean, you got players that's more worried about the coach taking them out after missing 1 or 2 shots, but then you got players on the court that's the same way. Gonna fire you up if you make one bad pass, so the pressure is on there. You got to be able to know your role when you coming in.
They scared of LeBron trading them.
All that, all that,
To me,
Mhm.
all that.
that says a lot about the player. That if you're not playing well, because you have this big iconic figure playing with you, and it makes you alter your game. That says to me you're not that good of a player, because I always play better with the better players. They make the game easier for you. You see the game quicker when you're playing with better talent. And so if you're struggling to grasp what the plays are, or to see the game faster by playing with a better player like LeBron, that says a lot about your game, but about your basketball IQ to me.
Okay,
I,
and
I,
I
Well,
totally.
I can't say that. I can't say that because it's guys that done played with LeBron, play bad, go somewhere else, and they shine.
what you're seeing,
Who- who-
like you got Ingram, you got Kuzma, you got who else? Ingram, Kuzma. I'm missing
Got a
one.
lot of guys. Yeah.
We got
Caruso,
a lot of guys that
Caruso, kinda. Like it's a lot of guys.
Caruso balled out. He played a role with LeBron.
Yeah, but I said
You
that's
brought
probably perfect role for him.
you brought up Bi. So you got to remember now, Bi was a young player too when he played with LeBron.
But I can even bring up even my favorite player, Kobe. Kobe probably hindered that Julius Randle. I got to be honest. He got so it's not his fault. Like I'm not saying it's his LeBron fault for being a legend, but sometimes you got to take that small role back to kind of let these guys flourish. Sometimes.
I just thought about though. I think playing in LA is an issue.
Or LA period. It's just like Dallas.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Reggie?
Yeah,
Like
that's got something to do with it too.
Mhm.
That does too.
we had that conversation though. We talked about that the LA Lights gets to some of these players. I think Reggie brought that up a couple of weeks ago. That sometimes is a distraction. We talked about how some of the players that were in LA, once they got moved and maybe was able to focus someplace else. It's LA is not for everybody.
Mhm.
It's not necessarily the city. But the city is gonna be what it is. It's the players that gotta come in and make the adjustment. Sort of like when we was talking about Dallas. So we were talking about trades earlier, EP. I'm gonna bring it back to you. Let's talk about Draymond Green. Do you think that he should be traded?
Yeah, he's
We talked about trades. What do you think is going on with him being ejected after the first quarter in the first quarter in their last game? How do you feel about him right now at this point?
absolutely just in the way. I hate to say it, man. I was an advocate for Draymond, back in the ring days when he was a big part of that, to have him grabbing the board. But he's more trouble than what he's worth at this point. And like
Mhm.
we can't just keep. You
Nah.
can't just keep. I mean, what is he doing for you? What is he doing for you that you can't go get? You can go get somebody in the draft
he might be the
Yeah.
best defensive player in the league.
right
That's what
now.
he's doing for you. I'm
Right
not
now,
saying he is. I'm not saying I'm not. If he's not one, he's three. He's no less than three. That's
You
what
think
you
Draymond
saying.
Green
You saying
you saying Draymond Green is the top 3 defensive players in the league right now?
Draymond is a dog on the defense, man. He makes everything connect on the defensive end.
It ain't been
So
working the past 3 years, 2 years, 3 years.
so Jamil, on what EP was saying about letting him go, you think that the Warriors
Absolutely
should
not.
keep him?
I mean, with all he does, yeah, they probably want to let him go, but they understand they can't. He
They
is
paid him.
he is the heartbeat of that organization, or maybe not the heartbeat, but like the soul. He makes everything connect defensively, offensively. He's basically the point guard or the point forward, whatever you want to call him. He understands the game in regards. He puts everybody where they needs to be. You
Okay.
can't. Any team would love to have a player like Draymond. He's gonna be a goon, and he's putting everybody in place. Man, you can't get rid of that.
I wouldn't, Jamel. Be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't. I'm not trying to mess up my locker room for one player, man. And I don't care how talented that you are, you killing my locker room. And so Reggie, I'm gonna hit you with this question. But I will say this, Jamel, Draymond is a great player. Defense, all that, I get it. But we talking about the person. So Reggie, you see a lot of pictures of Curry looking really frustrated. And they always seem to put the camera on Curry when Draymond is getting ready to get ejected or something happens. I don't know what it is, but the camera zooms in on him. So, what are your thoughts about what's going on with Draymond? How you think Curry looks at him from being a former player yourself? How do you look at a player like this on your team? What are your thoughts with Draymond?
I understand what EP saying and I understand what Jamel saying, but the way right now Golden State is structured, Jamil is right. If they get rid of him, who they gonna get? It's hard to find a dog and a guy that's gonna do the dirty work. But the mistakes that he's making, he's been in the league so long. Why is he making it? That's why I think it's got to be something upstairs that's not clicking. It's not clicking because he, like Jamel said, he knows the game. He sets Curry up. He set Thompson up. He set other guys up. He gonna check that big guy. He gonna push and scrap. But he gonna do that stupid stuff. And I don't really consider Golden State a championship team right now. They're a playoff team, but a championship team. So they're going to have to make a decision after this season, though, are they going to cut the loss? But who are you going to find to be that dog?
Nobody.
They hard to find. They're hard to find.
I'm be honest.
It's plenty of people you can do with Draymond Green. It's plenty of people you can play with Draymond Green with.
I'm be honest. I think the difference, and y'all stay here with me. I think that this reminds me of Dennis Rodman between Draymond and Dennis. The difference is I didn't see as many antics where Dennis was with the fights like this.
Mm-hmm. He kept it between the lines.
I think he drew the lines. I think he had a way of frustrating you, but it wasn't, a fight with his teammates or ejections when he's being ejected when they really, really need him. I think there's a difference. And this is what I was saying, Reggie. Draymond is a great player, but do I, as an owner, keep allowing this to happen? And I'm looking at my other players on the team, and they're saying he could just do whatever he want to do.
Nobody want to play with him like that. Nobody want to play.
Yeah, with him. You pretty much saying I run this team.
You ran KD away.
KD ran his damn self away.
He ran KD away, man.
KD ran his damn self away. Because I done played with guys like him. KD should, if he called KD a bitch all like that, excuse my language, KD, you call him one back and let's play ball.
For sure.
Let's play ball. You can't be soft skinned.
But it's like James said, you let him run around, do whatever he want to do.
Well, why not?
He don't do it.
Why not? Because he's not productive. Because he's not productive like he used to be.
Draymond is a future Hall of Famer, dog. That's been in your organization 12 years. Yeah, if this young kid is running his mouth, I'm gonna check him. You know why? Because I've been here and I put in the dues. Yeah, I can act and however I want to act, just to a certain extent. Don't get me wrong, but don't act like Draymond is not a pinnacle pillar within that organization. He's gonna do certain things. He's gonna do certain things.
Look at this though. Look at this. Look at. I think he's been. I can't even keep up with the amount of times he's been ejected this year. But when he got ejected listen at this, Jay.
Go ahead.
When you're ejected and when you're on suspension, you're not helping your team. You ain't putting up no rebounds. You ain't putting up no passes, no nothing. And the chemistry when you coming back, I want to say he served what 25 games. Then he came back. Then he's back and forth, back and forth. That's what I mean by the organization is allowing him to do whatever he wants to do.
So James, you're saying Golden State needs to go to the rebuild stage because that's what's going to happen. If you get rid of him, you're going to the rebuild station, and you're not going to be in the top 10. You're going to be in the top 13, 14, 15.
I can name 3-4 players right now that can fill in Draymond's spot.
Who? Name.
Go ahead.
So boom. And this one gonna make you mad. It's gonna make you real mad. It's gonna you're gonna get angry. It's gonna make you angry. I'm gonna go Dylan Brooks.
What?
Yeah, right now.
EP. You
Dylan Brooks right now can go fill in that spot with what Draymond's doing. Yes.
EP,
Yes.
Hold on. Let me speak now. Only you. EP.
Let's
He
hear it.
can't check no down low post player.
Man, Draymond's not doing that
down
now.
low post player. He
Draymond's not
checks your
doing that.
biggest guy.
All right, so
Okay,
that was his third. That was his third best. Let's just put that was his third
Name
best.
number 2.
I'm gonna go Miles Bridges.
Oh,
That was the worst one. But go ahead.
I'm serious.
You all right tonight?
I'm saying right, y'all are stuck in 26. This is I'm not talking about 2017. I'm talking about 2022 right now. Yeah, Draymond not checking nobody like that. Right?
EP, who's your number 1? Who's your
Yeah.
number 1?
I'm just going out. I'm just going. Let me give me a moment.
We
Give me
know.
a moment. Give me a moment. Did my first two. Let me keep going.
Hey,
right.
you messed your own self up.
No, I'm not bad. Them guys can replace Draymond Green. Y'all are stuck in 27. I'm trying to tell you right now.
I'm waiting on you.
No,
All right,
it's not.
and once your youngin come out of NC State, you go get him. Yeah.
No.
It's not hard, I promise. Man, I promise.
I will say this. That
That
was funny. That was funny. This was.
This
But I
segment-
will say this, Reggie. You said that Golden State would be in the rebuild stage. I think that they are. I think that there was an issue when they were talking about Klay Thompson's contract. I think that's going yet to be seen after this season. What's going to happen with that?
Yeah, Klay Thompson.
You know. So really, they're going to be in the rebuild stage regardless. If they got rid of Draymond Green or Klay, they're not going to win another championship without those players.
No.
So right now they could cut their losses.
They won't win them with them either at this point.
Yeah, right now at this point, they not winning with Draymond. Draymond is all of this that you guys are saying, but they're not winning with him, man.
Well, I mean, he's
I'm
missed.
just
he's
saying they
missed-
want to be competitive. They want to be a playoff team. I mean, they
Yeah.
cut it. All I'm saying is right now, there's nobody in the league that does what Draymond does.
Well,
In with Golden State that fits in. I ain't talking. I don't understand how you talking about all the stuff that comes with it. I'm just saying, right now, there's no player that I see that fit in with Golden State's system that does that.
so I agree. I just think though, man, as an owner, I think that there's a
Organization.
standard. Yeah, for an organization, there's a standard that I gotta set. You know, we went through the Jordan Poole thing. We went through a bunch of antics with ejections that were really, I mean, you just were a hair away each time. You know, they kept letting it go, and it got worse and worse. So, you know, at one point, what is it going to take before he gets it?
But
So-
I mean, but the thing is, you bring up Rodman, right? Any of the great players, they get leeway, and so Draymond is due. He's due the leeway. He's due the leeway to go off the rail a little bit and just be Draymond and just habitual line stepper. He's going to do that, and so the organization understands that. And
Jay.
yeah.
Since we've been watching basketball, I don't think I ever seen somebody get choked out. Draymond choked out Rudy Gobert.
Kick folks
Remember
in the
that?
nuts multiple times. He
He
just
choked
somebody
him
last
out,
week.
dog. I
The
don't
other day.
think I never seen anything like that on a
Nah,
foul.
nah. Yeah, you have. You
Then
remember? Hold on. You remember when who choked out Larry Bird and Dr. J started punching him in the face? I know you remember that.
And you don't remember when they grabbed Jeff Van Gundy and start choking him?
Oh, in New York.
Come on
In
now.
New York.
Come on now. You old
So
enough to know that, Jay. Now,
yeah. You talking about New York?
I saw the
Look,
little black and white stuff, man.
I will say this. I'm gonna stick with this before we move on. Draymond, that type of stuff is not a good look for an organization, regardless of what type of player you are. I just can't have too much. You're not helping me when you suspend it, and we trying to get a good chemistry going. You're not helping me.
I got one question for the group. Then
Okay.
you get rid of Draymond. Do you think somebody's gonna pick him up?
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
He would never be the player. He would never be the player that he would never be the player that he was.
Somebody pick him up.
What do you mean?
He won't be the player that y'all.
I think anybody could pick him up, Reg. I think
I say, of course,
anybody would be
he'll get
happy to
picked up.
get
I'm
him.
saying you're trying to say that he's a bad look for the team. So this is what I'm saying. Nobody should pick him up then. Once Golden State get rid of, nobody should pick him up.
He won't make a lot of teams too much better.
No, why? Nobody should pick him up.
Well, to be honest with you, Reggie, nobody should. I mean, nobody should.
No,
Really, nobody should.
You want to be keeping a
When
buck.
you doing things like that, you just stepped on a player. I get it. What you talking about the Larry Bird choke and all that stuff. Draymond then went way and beyond all that, man,
James.
and it's getting way
Is
too
the owner
much.
gonna pick him up? Because the owner has to get approval. Is the owner gonna pick him up?
Oh yeah, he get picked up.
That's all.
You're right. He get picked up.
Like Jamil said, well, damn, why can't Golden State put up with it?
Mm-hmm. It's the impact he has, as we all know. Star players get more leeway because of their impact on the field. It's just that simple.
Okay, so let's stick with that. Let's stick with that scenario. Let's stick with that like that, and move on into. Let's talk about a little bit of football, and let's talk about your Cowboys, Jamel.
Our Cowboys.
Well, y'all Cowboys. How about that?
Yeah. You sound more like a Texan You sound more like a Texan Cowboy every day.
Okay. You guys is Cowboys. How about that? Should the Cowboys move on or consider bringing in a new head coach? A lot of times the coaches always catch a lot of flack. Do you think that they should just move on from the coach, or do you think that they should part ways with that? So I'm going to start with you, Reggie. What are your thoughts on, do the coach go, or do they need to restructure everything, get rid of Dak, get rid of both? What are your thoughts on what the Cowboys need to do?
All above. Yeah. Coach, quarterback. Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah. You just said fresh start.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas needs fresh start. Fresh start, man. Fresh start. The production is not there. The discipline, it's just not there. Now, if you like winning 12 games, it put it like this: if they want to win a Super Bowl, that's my thing. If they want to be just a 12-5 team, make the playoffs, get out of the first round, keep what you have. If you want to take that next level, I think it has to be somebody else. I think it has to be somebody else. That's truly with me. That's what with my eyes.
Which one or the other? Because right now it's going to be the coach or the quarterback. Which one would you keep, or which one would which one would you let go?
I think both of them going to be gone after the season.
Mm-hmm.
I think, but like I said, Jerry, like Jamil said a long time, homegrown get a homegrown them contract. They might get, but if you give Dak another contract, you're locked in 3-4 more years, and you're gonna get the same results. Everybody gonna be they're gonna be looking crazy in the stadium, crying. What happened? That's what I truly believe. I mean, take a chance and hey, go down, maybe win 7-8 games, but hey, build it back up, try something new. But hey, Dallas needs to try something new.
What you think? Okay, I hear what you're saying, and like you say, it's time for them to try something new. EP, what are your thoughts?
I'm in the same boat with him. I'm right there with him. I was saying I've never been a fan when McCartney first came. I've never been a fan of McCarthy in the first place. Even though I got to give him some type of credit for going 12-5, I guess. But even when you're not finishing in the playoffs, that says even more. Like, yeah, I feel like if that's the case, at least Jason Garrett, even though he was going 8-8 every year, we had some type of fire to us. You know, it was a little different. With this, I don't feel like that these players get disciplined enough. So yeah, obviously McCartney can go. Obviously, I say first. Dak, I'll let this year be the year to show it. But if not, let's start fresh. Like I said, like Reggie said, start fresh with the both of them. As far as McCartney and Dak, I rather Dak go flourish somewhere else. To the best wishes to you.
Okay,
but it's just not working. It's not working with us. You know.
Okay. So if you had a choice to keep one of the two, which one would you keep?
I keep Dak before I keep McCarthy, though.
Okay. Jamel, your thoughts?
Somebody before you go, somebody can come in here and teach you that, like, calm Dak down, like you're not throwing the ball. we doing 3-yard stop. We doing quick passes. And somebody can come in there and tell him that. But like, obviously, McCarthy's not the one to do that. You know, so
okay, that's a good point.
So I'm looking at next year already, man, and the way that season ended, if we don't come out and win the first 4 to 5 games, then it's the same old with this team. And when I mean same old, it's that we're a hype team that when it really comes down for the real McCoy, that we're not going to step up. The coaches are not going to have the guys ready. So the way the season ended last year, if this team doesn't come back with a mission to make a statement early in the season, I'm talking we need to be 5-6-0. Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't care if we are playing the 49ers. We need to go up. We need to go up to Levi, and we need this. This is who we are this year. If McCarthy can't galvanize this team this year after what they did, it's just going to be the same old. We'll probably win 10, 11 games, but that's it. And you know, everybody's going to be we're going looking for the playoffs. But I'm with we coming out and we 3-3 or 2-2.
It's done.
I'm just hoping that we go on a good we don't a 4-week winless streak, because at that point it's gonna get loud around here. Mm. Jerry gonna have to make a move. So the first move would be McCarthy. McCarthy, you got to go. We'll put Zim at head coach, interim head coach
in the middle of the year.
Absolutely, it's gonna get too loud.
Yeah, I'm right with you. We better go 6-0, but we better go 6-0.
We better go at least 5-0. If we don't go at least 5-0, I'm hoping that we go on a 5-week. We don't win no games, because then at that point,
let's get
it's gonna get loud. Let's just blow it up. McCarthy got to go. Dak. I mean, Reggie. I hear you thinking that they're not going to sign anything, but I got this. I just feel Jerry is negotiating, and they're negotiating right now.
I'm saying they shouldn't, but like I say, homegrown. They
yeah, you did say that.
But after you do that, you've blown 3 more years.
Yeah, I think that gonna give him a discount for sure. So that's what's gonna drive him.
No, he ain't giving him no discount.
Dak giving a discount. If not, the hell with him. but Dak giving some type of discount. I'm saying
you know what? You know what messed it up? Kirk Cousins $180 million 4-year contract
Thank
mess
you.
it up.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Dak
you know,
ain't
4 years.
taking no. He's not taking no less than that because he sees himself better than Kirk Cousins, which
Yes.
he probably is. So Dak is probably saying,
We're
"Hey, I
not
want
the-
4 years,
We're not the
$200 million."
Commanders. And
He made, listen to this. He's not taking a cut. That was one of his best years last year. He was
That part.
17 all-pro. He's not taking a hometown discount.
I want
go-
to see.
you gonna go-
I want to see
you
who's
gonna
going to pay him. I
55
want to.
plus.
I want to see who's going to pay him more before I give him anything. I hold it. I want to see who's going to pay him more.
Well, it's not. Well, he's not. That's not his. That's not what he has over the Cowboys. What he has over the Cowboys is that, hey, I just came back from an MVP season. Kirk Cousins just got $180 million, and then even on top of that, if you get rid of me, who you going to get?
Man, we'll tank before we sit here and go 4 years with
Okay.
the same result.
Okay. Okay.
Jerry ain't trying to do that.
I was trying to keep quiet till Jamil said who we gonna get.
What y'all gonna do with Purdy? Y'all
First
signing
thing,
Purdy or what?
Nah, we gonna stick to the Cowboy question before we get to Purdy. So let me say this. I was trying to keep quiet. First thing is the Cowboys got to stop trying to worry about beating the 49ers, whether you come to Levi, whether we come to AT&T, whether we play or whether we play at DeSoto High School. Y'all got to stop trying to worry about the 49ers. Y'all got to worry about the NFC East. You need to worry about what the Giants gonna do to y'all or Washington.
Y'all the bar.
Because this is
y'all the bar in the NFC, dog. Y'all the bar.
But you got to start with the little man's first. Y'all got to work up to us right now. Y'all gotta get y'all situation. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Dak is a great quarterback. I don't think they fit.
You said great.
Good.
Let me
Choose your words. Choose your words.
let me say it this way, Reggie. Because I've liked Dak from college. I think that
I like him too.
I think that he can be great. Listen to this.
The same man that said Cooper Rush is great.
And we all could have been great, James.
This a thing. This a thing. Listen at this. This a thing. Y'all heard Jamel bring up Cooper Rush. I didn't, because I didn't want to go a long period of time and Jamel not be speaking to me about Cooper Rush. I believe though, since Jamel brought it up, y'all will be better off keeping the coach that y'all have and using y'all backup quarterback instead of Dak.
He's trying to sabotage us.
So let Dak. So you saying let Dak leave?
I would let Dak leave
and keep McCarthy.
Remember when we talked about Reggie, Jamel, EP? Remember we talked about the lights. We talked about teams that have that expectations like the Cowboys, like the Lakers. You got teams that are expected to win almost every damn game, right? If you got a quarterback that came in there without anything to lose, because maybe Dak can't handle the pressure.
A lot of quarterbacks.
Maybe believe it or not, Dak comes into that game and he tries to do so much for y'all. Remember, I've said y'all got great receivers, but nobody's getting them the ball like they supposed to. Get you a mediocre quarterback that's going to get your receivers the ball. Let the other skill positions do what they need to do and watch what happens. You can't necessarily blame it on the coach, because I'm going to tell y'all, if the coach for the LA Chargers, if he come in there and turn that Charger, I'm telling you, Harbaugh come in there and turn that organization around, they're gonna make people start looking at themselves in the mirror. Who is it really? Is it really the coach or is it really the player?
Well,
because I think that. Go ahead.
But you got to remember though, Herbert he's a decent quarterback.
He's still established.
Y'all think Herbert is better? Do you think Herbert is better than Dak?
Yes.
Yeah, he's better than Dak.
Herbert be blowing it up too sometimes. So I can't lie. I cannot lie. Now I'll say they just right connect with Herbert. Probably a stitch better than that, but like that's not. But I really say you can argue Dak better than Herbert.
EP. One question before I let
He's more talented than that. Go ahead.
One question. We put Herbert on the Cowboys. And
Oh,
we put
okay.
Dak on San Diego. What do you think the Cowboys will be?
So pause. I think
They be going to the championship.
who's hurt? Yeah, I know. We will be better. We will be better. All right.
That's straight up.
But before we say that, I would think Dak will be better on another team. I'm going to be honest with you. He'll be a lot better than on another team.
Well, let him be better on another team.
Yeah. Let him lose in the first round with somebody else, huh?
I honestly believe that. We were talking about the quarterback play. We talking about the team. I think that Dak walked. I think that some of these coaches, man, catch a little bit too much heat.
Yeah.
You know, you got the coach to try to deal with $1 million personalities. You got these young guys getting money. Ain't listening to nobody. So you expect the coach to come in there, be their father, be the coach, be all these things to these players that don't know nothing. And really, it's the players. That's why I go back to Draymond Green. I'm paying you too much money to get ejected game after game. You ain't winning me no championship this year. We ain't worried about what you did before. All that's good. But when you come in here, I pay somebody else. If I got 4 other players that's good on that team, which we talking about Clay, we talking about Steph, we talking about Wiggins, we talking about some other key players that they got. One player to come in and we missed maybe 10 points off of Draymond, 4 or 5 rebounds, but we got a good attitude. I'll take that all day.
I'll take 15 points and no rebounds.
You and EP are really disrespecting Draymond's game, but I'm gonna leave it just at that.
You asked for 10 and 5. You asked for 10 and 5.
So we back on football and the Warriors. He's giving you more than 10 and 5 statistically. He's giving you about 8 rebounds. He's giving you about 8 assists.
He's not giving you 8 assists no more like he used to.
Yes, it is. What are y'all watching? Are y'all watching the Warriors?
I'm watching it. He's not giving you 8 assists like
I wasn't trying to go back. I was just giving you. I was just giving. No. That was me. I did. I was trying to give you. I was trying to give you a scenario. I just think that when we talk about the players and the coaches, and that question was, do we let Dak go or do we let the coach go? I would let Dak go first before I let the coach go.
I say
okay.
I say both.
I know you're the moderator, but I got a question for you. You're a San Francisco fan, right?
Yes, sir.
You're right. So y'all got to the Super Bowl twice.
Oh, that's a good one. I already know where he's going with it.
Who do you think you should let go? You don't know?
We shouldn't let nobody go.
But it's
right now we shouldn't let.
You shouldn't let Shanahan go.
Shanahan was an intricate part in getting us there
in Atlanta.
It started getting repetitive.
He called for Purdy against Kansas City. He made those calls. He didn't adjust the defense. That wasn't Purdy. Purdy's a rookie. Young quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think Shanahan messed up that game? Come on, James.
Now, in that instance, you saying the 49er fan, in that instance, if one had to go,
James, how many times
it would be.
Time y'all gonna go to Super? Y'all gonna be like the new Buffalo Bills.
Looking good all year.
That's why
I take it.
Hey, if I had to make a choice, Reg, out of the two, I would have to let Shanahan go. If you ask me out of the 49ers.
Come on.
I would have to let Shanahan go.
But that's the tricky one though, because
I would keep Purdy. I would keep Purdy and let Shanahan go. If I had to choose. But right now we good. We still on the Cowboys though.
I just asked you a question since you're getting advice, but
yeah.
Take some advice.
Hey, I'm waiting for the Purdy fall, man.
The Purdy fall off.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the Purdy fall off, man.
You know what they gonna get rid of him like they got rid of all the other.
All the rest of them, they're gonna give him a 2-year deal and mess him over. All this stuff he done for y'all.
Man.
And find another Mr. Relevant.
Football is
Next to the drawing board.
Hey, he might come to y'all.
We'll take
49ers
him.
is the
I
I'll take
know
him.
49ers.
he
Nah,
might come to
49ers
y'all.
is
Purdy
other
look
than the
inaccurate, too.
Packers. Other than the Packers, the 49ers is the luckiest organization alive.
I swear
In
to
all,
you.
in all the sports, they the luckiest organization.
And Purdy, the luckiest one of them all. I've never seen this, but Purdy be getting lucky. I've never seen nothing like
It
it.
seemed
Get
like
lucky in the Super Bowl.
it seemed
And
like
you ain't lucky,
Nah.
yo. He
Yeah, they
talented.
ain't lucky.
But he talented.
I,
Purdy was lucky, man.
I guess I'd rather be a lucky loser than a loser because y'all ain't getting to no Super Bowl. Y'all ain't getting nowhere. I like my chances.
Count
So
us
we
out for
can be
count us
on.
out for next year.
I've learned I don't listen to Jamel about how lucky we are. You trying to compare us right now, dog. You trying to get to where we at. You said we set the bar. Now we look.
Y'all ball, but y'all lucky. Y'all lucky.
Okay,
Man.
dog. We always hear that. We heard that the last couple of years from the Rams. We was beating them like that. Now we hearing that from y'all. Who is gonna be next year that's saying we beating up on them like that? Probably the Eagles. They're gonna probably say the same thing. That's
Yeah, let's
why
get close.
earlier when you were saying about how many wins and starting off the season, the 49ers and the Eagles started off great.
What Corey
They
said.
started off great, preach.
Pretty James.
But Corey knows I'm really not going in all that hard on the Eagles. You know, we got their number too. So we got their number too. That's who Jamel need to be focusing on. Y'all need a little bit more practice for y'all get up to the 49ers, man.
We ain't worried
Y'all
about the Eagles.
okay.
Yeah, but
We ain't
Well,
worried about the Eagles.
they started
why.
out with a good record, man. And they
Here's why.
started out with a good
I don't-
record.
Eagles
failed.
ain't really addressed their defense. They addressed their offense. They're gonna be tough to handle on the offense end. But I'm hoping the Cowboys defense is the stellar
Still,
group. Is the stellar group of this team. And I said if we're 6-0, I see you, Reggie. If we're 6-0, it's gonna be. I'm hoping it's because of this defense. I'm hoping because of the
Diggs is
defense.
back. Diggs is back. That's what I wanted. I always want to see the defense do
man,
good.
he been talking about Diggs, man.
Jamel
I
kills me
was
with
trying to
these.
say before when Diggs was when he was healthy. This
Diggs
season,
don't make no tackles.
he was a playmaker. He was doing everything. He was
That's
making
because
tackles,
the
ripping balls out.
front boys was getting to the quarterback.
Man, he
Yeah,
was
early in the
Diggs was
season.
doing it all. I was seeing Diggs make turnovers. He was a
This
turnover leader.
football season, you gonna be sick. You gonna be sick.
I probably
You
will.
going off of six.
But it
You
won't be
going
off
off of
defense.
a quick 6 wins, bro. Y'all.
That's what we got to do.
Yeah.
That's what we
I
got to do.
want Jamel on that. I ain't gonna lie.
We got to make. We got to make a
no,
statement. We got to make a statement
Done.
coming out.
It's done.
We got to.
So 6 games mean y'all standing on business. Y'all
We bet
6
we
games mean y'all.
6
6
games
games,
in a
we-
row. We can talk.
We're
at
number
least.
1
We
seed.
can talk.
We're number 1 seed. We'll probably end up 1 or 2 in the conference. I'll take it.
We
I'll
can
take it.
talk. We can talk again.
But you're setting an attitude of who you are for the year. We can't just be the same Cowboys every year, man. Where we play 12-5 and we flame out in the playoffs. So
And not
look
beat
at what
good teams,
happened.
and not beat good teams during the year.
But look at what happened to Philly. Philly started out fire, and they got smashed at the end, man.
They've been having.
So did us. We started out strong. We started out that 5-0. We
Mhm.
started out strong. Took some blows and came back and regrouped. Not everybody did that. So I don't agree with you got to start out with this record. Records don't mean nothing, man.
I'm saying like
But it's-
dominant.
I got to
wins.
get to the playoffs.
Dominant wins.
It's the attitude, James. You got to set some type of I don't want to say culture, but it's probably the right word. Some type of culture for what this season is going to be. After how we lost, and that's what I'm saying. Just how we lost last year. Hey, we're coming back, and we're wearing those scars that we had from that last game. We showing y'all that they ain't healed, and we pissed. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Like
What
scoring.
Corey said.
scoring in the red zone, obviously, like what we lacked there last year. Over the course of the year, that was our thing. And then, so we doing things that's different than what we seen last year.
What Corey
If
said?
not, put a fork in them. They're done.
Removing Matt Patricia is the
Pass.
definition of addition. This a thing though. Hey, Reg. Jamel sound like he need to be in the locker room. He was getting it hyped up. He giving a good speech, dog. He was like, "We wearing our wounds. We wearing our wounds from last year." Look, man. Listen.
Hey, all I remember.
Listen. Listen.
Go ahead.
Y'all defense been trying to repair since y'all got rid of the corner that was getting toe up. I can't think of old
Brandon
boy's
Carr.
name. Yep. And then you got this issue with Van der Esch, the linebacker that can't stay healthy. Then
he's retiring.
He's retiring. All right.
Yeah.
So I will say the defense is a lot better than the offense.
Yeah, but I say this is
your
the best
offense.
defense.
Your offense is keeping your defense on the field, wearing them down. So there's no trust on the side as a team. Y'all got to get a team, Jamel. All that you saying, bro. I told you a couple of shows ago. Every year y'all say this is our year. You talking about
We're not saying that this year.
Six wins mean y'all gonna be ready, rough and tough for the season.
The defense is the one played terrible against Green Bay.
Yeah, you did.
The defense was the one letting Aaron Jones get a new contract with Minnesota.
That wasn't our identity. That wasn't our identity.
Hey, Jamel, this ain't gonna be y'all year, dog. Y'all better. What y'all need to do is stay away from thinking y'all trying to get with the 49ers and talk about what we lucky and all that. Y'all need to just. I don't even know, man. I don't even know.
The Purdy fall is coming, man. It's coming. It's coming.
Shanahan ain't gonna throw him under the bus.
Hey, we could go back and forth and bash each other's teams all day long. I still see the 49ers as a top team in the NFC, and y'all do too. As Reggie say, that's what my eyes tell me. That's what my eyes are showing me.
Yeah,
what your eyes show you.
That's what we gonna see. And before we close out this show.
Hey, that's a new segment. Hey, that's a new segment. What your eyes tell you? That's a new segment. What your eyes tell you?
What your eyes tell you this week? Okay. Hey, well, look, fellas, it's been another great segment. We can go on and on and on. That's what I like about this show, that we have such a great time and we do our thing. We'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. As usual, just keep the subscriptions coming. Continue to like the show. Continue to watch us. We'll have more topics throughout the weeks coming up, and we'll continue to bring you some great live feedback. Again, I'd like to thank Reggie. I'd like to thank Jamel. I'd like to thank EP for another great show. Thank you, everybody, for subscribing and liking us. Continue to watch and continue to check in. So again,
comments too.
Give us some great comments. Any type of suggestions that you guys may have, what you'd like to hear on the show, we'd be open to hearing that as well. Have a great evening, everyone. Again, thanks for checking in with us here at the End Zone. Take care.
Peace.